Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Utility Safety and Environment Committee meeting. The first item on our agenda is the matter of authorizing bids advertising for 2021 street sweeping. Engineer Schneider.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. As you know, every year we go out for a street sweeping contract. This is something that we need to do as part of our wet weather program for our sewers. So it keeps a lot of debris out of our combined sewers and even our storm sewers. Last year we pulled about 500 tons of material off of the road that ended up being processed and sent to the landfill. That's a little lower than we had years past, but maybe that's because of some of the resurfacing jobs that we've done lately, because we're getting more and more done. I don't know. That's usually the issue. You know, you have a lot of cold patch out there in the streets and whatnot. So I can say that it decreased a little bit this past year, which is a good thing. Typically we pay for this out of wastewater and stormwater funds, 50%. We're looking to go out for bid here, and council has any questions? It's the same program we do every year.
Does anyone have any questions for Engineer Schneider? Mrs. Davis?
Through you, Madam Chair. Does this company do State Route 57 north and south?
They do everywhere where we have curbs. They do not do areas where there are no curbs. So they would do 57 on the inside where we have the barrier wall.
Yes.
If it isn't in there, I will make sure, but that's what they are. Those are the areas where we're going for, because those are the areas where you typically have drainage that goes to a catch basin. So we're trying to keep all the debris out of the catch basins. But if it was like a road with no curbs and just ditches and things of that nature, we don't sweep those, because there's no debris to be collected typically into your storm sewer systems.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions for Engineer Schneider? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of the 2021 street sweeping program, and this is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the 2021 street sweeping program. Monies have been appropriated in the 2021 budget, and the amount is not to exceed $200,000. $100,000 will come from wastewater, and $100,000 will come from stormwater. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The matter of South Park Mini Pioneers football. Director Reardon.
Thank you, Chair, through you. So this is the same thing the Mini Pioneers do every year. They use a section of South Park Field for their program. So we're just bringing it to you guys again. They pay $100 per field, and then they also pay to have it striped, which really depends on the weather and the mowing season, all that, how many times it happens. But yeah. Any questions? Sorry.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Director Reardon? Mrs. Davis?
Through you, Madam Chair. Did she say they pay to have it striped? And
Yes, they pay $90.
Our staff does it, but they pay for material and labor to have it done.
oh, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report.
I'm sorry, that's me. I forgot to ask, can this be an emergency due to when they start their season? I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. So they play football in the summer? They do summer?
Yeah, I think they start in June or July.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put it on here, I apologize. But yeah, they run most of the summer and they end, I believe, in October.
Okay, all righty, thank you. So I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of South Park Mini Pioneers Football Organization, and this is an ordinance allowing the said football organization to utilize the open grass area of South Park open area for 1 year for their youth football program. They will pay the city $100 per year for the use of the field and will pay $90 for field striping when needed. Emergency clause due to the season. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The next item on the agenda is the South Park ball field use.
Thank you, through you, Chair. So this is a new organization, the South Park T-Ball Club, I believe is what they're calling themselves. And they want to use I guess you could call it a Little League field at South Park there in the back. And they're actually going to partner with the YWCA. So the YW will be their fiscal officer, and they will also insure them to use the field. So they will be running the program with the, help of the YW. They will also be charged $100 for the field, just like the other groups. Our maintenance guys will maintain the field. So, they will maintain the field as far as dragging it, make sure it's in, playable condition for them. And this is for 1 year, so they are going to start very soon, like in the next, I think, 3 weeks, so.
Okay. And is this the program that Kareem Hunt donated $1,000 for?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Are there any questions?
Excuse me, Madam Chair, I
Yes,
missed
ma'am.
that. You said, who donated?
Kareem Hunt, the football player for the Browns.
Oh.
He donated $1,000
Okay.
to this
Yes.
organization. It was in today's paper, right? Thank you, Colleen.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Reardon, I know that you've been in discussion with Attorney Brunig on this and several of the other matters tonight. Just for my own information, when it comes time to put this agreement together, I know you mentioned that the Elyria YWCA is working in partnership with this group. Will the YWCA be the organization that is up on this as the nonprofit? I don't know if South Park T-Ball has had the chance to incorporate as a nonprofit. That's something that we can talk about, but it's probably something that we need to put in the ordinance.
Yeah, and I did talk to Janine last week, and they are in the process of that. She was not sure of the timeline of that, so that is something that we'll have to talk about. I do have an MOU between the YW and the South T-Ball group, so I can give that to you, but I'm not sure what their timeline is as far as getting all that paperwork, but I know she was working with them and the National Little League to try to get something for them.
Okay. So, I don't know, obviously, where the YWCA stands on this, but it may, in the interest of time, be the prudent thing to do would be for our enabling legislation to list the YWCA, for the city to contract with them.
I think that for this year at least would be the easiest and quickest way to go because their turnaround time is so, it's approaching. And I think Janine understands that also because she's just unsure of the time frame.
Okay. I mean, if that does prove to be problematic down the road, we can work and we can always amend it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would suggest that for purposes of the committee report, that the agreement would be with the Elyria YWCA on behalf of South T-Ball. But that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Director Reardon. Are there any questions for Director Reardon? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of South Park ball field use, and this is an ordinance to allow South Park T-Ball to utilize the ball field at South Park for 1 year for the T-Ball program. They will pay $100 for each field per year. Emergency clause due to the season beginning soon. Can I get a motion?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And I apologize, Mrs. Keys is on vacation. That's why she's not here this evening. And Mrs. Simmons has Zoomed in. So I should have said that when we begun. Sorry about that. The next item on the agenda is the matter of the Giza field use at West Park. Director Reardon.
Thank you again, through you, Chair. Again, this is the Greater Elyria Soccer Association is looking to use fields at West Park. Just a tiny little background, they had been using the fields, I believe, at the Elyria City Schools Administration complex, and they've kind of been booted from there. So we have plenty of space at West Park for both for them to have a home there, for our soccer programs to still go. They are asking for 2 years, as these other ones were a year. They're asking for 2 just so they don't have to keep doing this, because their longstanding program have been around for many, many years, so they know that they will be, needing the fields again next year. Again, they will pay $100 per field, and then also pay for the lining when it's needed, same as, the other organizations. So again, emergency clause due to their season starting very soon.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of Giza field use at West Park, and this is an ordinance allowing Giza, Greater Elyria Soccer Association, to utilize the soccer fields at West Park for a fee of $100 per year for 2 years and $90 for striping, lining when needed. And this is an emergency clause due to the season beginning soon. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And the last item on the agenda is the matter of North Park Majors ball field use. Director Reardon.
Thank you, Chair, through you. Again, this is a Hot Stove Baseball is the organization that's looking to use we call it the Majors Field, the big field at North. They're looking for 2 years also due to the age in teams. They know that there's actually going to be 2 teams from their organization utilizing the fields, but both these teams will be together for 2 years, so they would like to make sure that they have the field for 2 years out there. Again, they will pay the $100, and we've had a hot stove team out there, I want to say 3 years ago, that, did the same thing. And actually, these teams are nice to have out there because they put a lot of their own money into the field where they, see fit. So, and this will not affect the Little League fields out there, completely separate from that lease, and that whole thing. So this is the big field with the 80-foot bases, so. Yep.
Through you, Madam Chair. So you're calling it the Majors Field. I think we referred to it as a Seniors Field at one time. That's the field that's lit up or has lighting on it?
Yep.
Now, are they going to be utilizing the lighting?
They did ask about the lighting, and most of the lighting works. There is one pole that is out due to an unfortunate incident with a squirrel, I think 2 years ago. So we have looked into fixing those lights, but due to how tall they are, it's pretty expensive because we have to I basically have a company come in because none of our trucks can reach that high. So I explained that to them. The group that was there before, we got quotes for them and said, hey, if you guys want to pay for it, you're more than welcome to. I think the last quote we got was like $2,600. So they may be using it. But, with the summer, the nights being so long, you can play almost until 9:30, 9:45 without really needing any lights.
Sure.
So they thought it would just be nice to have the kids, play under the lights. But unfortunately, with that one whole bank being out, I don't know that you'd be able to do, a game safely with that out.
Through you, Madam Chair. If they were to use the lights, is there extra fees for that? I mean, does the city incur any cost?
There is a fee for that. I don't have it with me, but I want to say it's $25 an hour. But we do have a fee schedule for that, yes.
Thank you.
Mrs. Davis.
Through you, Madam Chair, with that problem of the light being out and the poles so high, when we hired the ones that do the lighting on 57, which there are several poles down on 57 and on Gateway right now, and it seems like they're starting to work on them. So maybe you can find out and incorporate that with the lighting when they repair those lights on 57.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, that's a really good idea. So I will get with Larry in communications and see how that would work. And maybe that's just, a line item that we can add on to that job. So I appreciate that. That's a great idea.
Mr. Oswald.
Through you, Madam Chair. Excuse me. I just want to say that tonight there was 5 referrals 4 of them had to do with the, all these programs. I think this is great. It's giving our kids some activities to do, so kudos to the parks. Appreciate it, and I'm sure it's gonna really help to get the kids outside and playing, so appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I will second that emotion, Mr. Oswald. After last year, I think we all need to get outside and play.
Absolutely.
So, thank you. Are there any other questions? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of North Park Majors ball field use, and this is an ordinance allowing hot stove baseball to utilize the major ball field at North Park. They will pay $100 per year for 2 years. This is an emergency clause due to the season ready to begin soon. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. There is no other business to come before this committee. I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Good night, everyone. Thank you.